done this for 1 month now. This is going to be the 4th one.
Number 4?
Yeah, number 4. A whole month of this. This is, what was it? Everything has to go. We always have to ask every time. We'll figure out what it is eventually. My name is Dan Bennett. They call me White Oak. I'm going to come up with something more clever next time. We'll go down the line here. Who do we have?
This is Trey. I don't have anything clever.
What were you, once a week Trey or something?
Oh yeah, once a week Trey. That was last week. Soon to be full time again.
Yeah. Who's next? Thor?
I'm Thor, Dirt Daddy T, as usual.
As is customary.
Kyle, the drywall assassin or something.
Drywall assassin, I like it.
Monster Madness drinker or something. I don't know.
Sean, a.k.a. Rich Mahogany, a.k.a. Colabar D&D.
Oh yeah, kicking that in there.
The White Call Guzzler.
Yeah, White Claw Guzzler. The Guzzler. Who do we have over there? Who's next?
It's Adam, a.k.a. The Octagon.
The Octagon. Special guest Adam. We'll get him in here more often. Just one more today? Yeah, one more.
Yeah. Eric Boot Hoffman.
All right, easy enough. Let's see. We're doing long haul stories today. We all work for a moving company. We all do dumb crap. How about Adam? You got to go soon, so why don't you start us off with a neat story?
A neat story.
Or just some bullshit or whatever.
Talk about the days back before we cared about like driver logs and safety. me and old Lance Kosakowicz
Did we start?
did an overnight in Kansas City. We loaded up a truck, left at like noon, made the 11-hour drive to Kansas City, unloaded that truck in about 2 hours, and then turned around and drove home.
Nice.
We didn't sleep. We took a bunch of my pre-workout supplement to stay awake on the road home.
There you go.
Sweet.
I remember stopping at a gas station in Hayes, Kansas, and then I remember being home at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Nice. What was that, like a 30-something hour?
Yeah, it was all told, I think. Or no, what was it? Maybe I'm exaggerating there. It wasn't quite 24 hours that we were awake. I think we must have loaded the day before, then drove
I
in
was
the morning,
gonna say.
unloaded, and drove back. That's what it was.
With the load and unload, that would have been a long time.
Yeah.
You said 11-hour drive?
20 hours.
It was like 22 hours of driving total and 2.5 hours of work.
In a truck.
In a truck,
With
yeah.
Lance Kosakowicz, who managed to talk that entire time.
We need to tell this guy we're doing this. I'm sure he.
Oh, he
he'd
should.
love
I
it.
meant to. I ran into him in traffic the other day.
Yeah.
The other day.
We'll get him on as a special guest too. There's a handful of people we need to tell about this.
JD.
Recruited this
JD.
guy I saw at the gas station. He said he'd been a mover for 30 years.
Yeah.
Looked like he was about 70. Like, God damn.
Started when he was 45.
Yeah. He probably only was 45.
Started when he was 15.
Some of those truckers you see on long hauls, fucking.
Yeah.
I like how they always look at us like we're skimming at truck stops.
We're not real.
You and your box truck over there.
You boys don't know.
Taking up the gas
35,
pump.
imagine.
What gears you shifting?
I've been driving for 20 hours straight now.
I don't know who's got a good one. We'll go opposite. Sean, you've been on some long hauls.
I've only been on 3 long hauls.
Okay. Oh, one of them was with me too.
The other one was with you when we went to Montana, when I was the only colored person I saw after we got past Casper, Wyoming.
We went to the casino called America.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was literally the funniest thing because everywhere we went, I was literally like me and Bennett were like the tallest people. Then it was just big old brown guy walking in, and just everyone's just like, "What is that?" And then like the other fucking long haul, which what was the questions again?
Oh, just tell us a long haul
Cool
story.
stories.
Yeah. Anything related to that?
I think there
Or
was
shitty
the
stories.
other one, the shit that was kind of like stupid is when with who was that Custy? When we went out to fucking
Spearfish?
Glenwood,
Oh, God.
Newcastle. When
Well, we
we
won't
accidentally-
mention her name, but
when we accidentally packed her butcher boxes of meat when we specifically told her
It's a fucking
not
lie.
to put those next to the boxes we're taking, and she was like, "I know, I know I'm not gonna do that. She did.
Yeah.
And then when we got to the garage too, Boot like laid down the law because there was nothing packed, nothing. The garage door open. It was literally an entire mess. And Boot's just like, "Lady, I don't know what you think we're gonna do about this, but we're not taking it unless you do something."
Yeah.
Lay down that law. Dude.
Yeah. And by the way, you need to empty this freezer because I'm not sure if you realized we're not unloading today. Yes, I know that. And then she just got mad about that and then didn't pack anything in the garage.
Sounds about right.
Then we got harassed by the gay dude when we went to Doc Holliday's steakhouse.
Glenwood?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was in Glenwood.
Doc Holiday Steakhouse? Is that what you just
like
said?
Doc Holiday. Yeah.
What?
It was pretty good.
Was it
That was
themed? What?
Yeah, it was pretty westerny.
It was theme night.
Brought up on the best food thing that we did a couple
It was alright. It was alright.
We're gonna do a food podcast in the future. Some stupid stuff. We'll bring up America, the casino restaurant in the future.
Now that place was actually pretty damn good.
Was it,
It was.
Little America or just America?
No, it was just
it was
America's.
I don't want to talk about it because we'll talk about it
Yeah, yeah.
later. But there's a whole funny story I have with that too.
No, yeah, that's what I got.
I got some
Better
merchandise
three.
from there. Yeah.
Oh, they also when we did go to Montana, he did tip us $15 between the two of us and gave us half a pepperoni pizza.
Oh, that's true. He did give us that leftover
That's
pizza.
all.
That was pretty great.
Yeah.
Two kinds.
Solid.
Yeah.
I guess I'll tell my story while I'm thinking about it. We did a 2-trucker to like Vernal, Utah. I think it was it Dinosaur, Colorado, or Vernal, Utah? I don't know. One of those. They're both like right next to each other.
We went through Dinosaur, I think.
We went through Dinosaur.
Yeah.
Okay, they're right next to each
Because
other.
I was there.
Yeah, you were there for this one. I remember showing up to the job and us not being able to start for like 45 minutes because Brad's inside trying to explain to the lady that we charge for boxes and that she doesn't get her hundreds of boxes moved for free. So she was losing her shit. My favorite memory of the pack is me and Bennett go to lift up a cast iron stove with forearms, and she runs over and she's like, "So are the weights not included with the grandfather clock? Are you not gonna move those?" She's like, getting ready to pick this up, lady. Like, I don't. yes, the weights will be included. She was just so fucking salty. So it was a super long day, and then that was the time we only made it to Laramie before a blizzard shut down I-80. It was a pretty fun night, though. It was greatly underpaid for that alcohol.
Yeah. What was the? Yeah, we were gonna take like a shortcut the next day or some shit, and we didn't take it because we were like, the roads might be bad or something. Then we took that shortcut back because we were empty. We would have fucking died if we tried to do that. That was insane.
It was really bad.
It was outrageous driving that shit.
That was the most scared I've been in a long time. Driving a car.
Shit was crazy. Just sliding down the side of a hill, like drifting into these trucks, just like.
I could just tell, like, you
Oh,
couldn't
shit.
see where the road ended because the snow was so thick, but I could just, like, kind of see it out my window, so I'd know when you were getting close. There's nothing I could say to Bennett without him. I didn't want him to, like, overcorrect or anything, so it was kind of just like, every time.
It was mostly just completely sliding sideways.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, you see some wacky shit on the roads, though. We watched a guy hit a runaway truck ramp on Wolf Creek Pass one time.
Oh, you
excited.
I
I've
haven't
always
seen that.
wanted to see that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I just
want
wanted to see that.
It was pretty cool, man. It was me and, you remember Ian Noble?
Yeah.
Me and him driving to fucking Cortez, but we're going down Wolf Creek Pass, and, you know, I had it in low, cruising, and this semi goes blowing by us. He was probably doing like 75 or 80. His brakes had failed or something. It was like, oh,
they already
shit,
failed.
we're about to watch this guy die. But there was a runaway truck ramp around the next turn, and he managed to get over and fucking drive up that thing.
How far
Yeah,
up
Yeah,
did
I
you
didn't
go?
make it.
He didn't make it very far. I mean, the whole truck made it off the road, but he was buried in probably 4 feet of fucking gravel, you know?
Oh yeah.
That shit's super loose pack, so when they hit it, it just stops them. But the craziest thing, the whole roof of his 53-foot trailer from front to the back split straight down the middle.
Ooh, wow.
There's all kinds of boxes and shit spilling out of there.
Oh,
But we were going slow enough that we saw him hit it, and I saw him fucking get out of the cab. And he looked okay, so it was like,
Yeah.
oh shit, well.
Wolf
The guy's
Creek-
having a real shitty day, but he's not dead.
Yeah, Wolf Creek is a doozy.
Yeah.
of a
Sure
pass.
is.
Yeah. It's just like straight cliffs. Yeah, just like you said, the cab splitting just down by Loveland. One time we were coming north, and the southbound was all blocked off, and it looks like a truck. Looks like it had to slam on its brakes and then I guess its cargo wasn't secure, which was a whole bunch of like drinks and stuff, and it broke the front of the cab, or the front of the box, and hit the cab and like went spraying out of both sides and stuff. It was crazy.
Damn.
That reminds me, not really a long haul, but Vale Pass, we were stuck there for like 3 hours because there's a King Soopers truck on fire. And we took out some of the customers' patio furniture off the back, and we're just hanging out on the highway. And eventually we get by, and the truck was carrying eggs and was on fire. So the whole middle had burnt, and there was scrambled eggs all over the fucking highway. It was amazing.
That was so bad.
You bust out your portable salt. And just
Well, we did have lunch, guys. That's actually a lot of protein down there.
All right, who we got? Kyle, you want to say something?
Sure. So I have a brief one and then a slightly longer one. So a couple of eventful things that happened when I went to Arizona. This is one of the funnier things, is driving behind Ep4 and Doug, and they hit a bird, and it just like flipped up over the truck and was like bouncing off the top of it all goofy, and like Hector was all bummed about it afterwards. He's like, yeah, I killed that thing, didn't I? It's like, yep, you sure did. And, we went and unloaded, and then we were driving back, and we had to spend the night in Albuquerque. And I walked into the hotel room that they gave me, and it was entirely full of furniture.
Oh, yeah. I remember this picture.
Couches sideways, feet off of them, sitting on the counter. The bathroom was full of like office chairs and a glass table. It's pretty goofy. I had a good laugh at that. Yeah. It's like, did you actually do that to like troll me, or was it just a legitimate accident? Because it was absolutely hilarious. But,
Did you guys call ahead?
and then, the other one that was probably the most eventful long haul I've been on was the one up to Wyoming. That was the first one I did with the whole Bobby.
Oh, Bobby!
There was all kinds of shit with that.
I was the guy that was like asking what the pool. He was like, what was it? Like the pool table was made out of rocks?
Yes, yeah, that was part of that. When we were loading that up, yeah, his son was a real dumb guy, and was knocking on the slate to the pool table, and he was like, "Hey, this is made out of rock or something." Pretty much. Wouldn't put it that way, but you're right.
You're getting closer.
Yeah, it was just a funny setup too, because me and Eckfield had this like executive suite right across the hall from the customer in the hotel that he was staying in, so we really wanted to hang out there all night, but we were literally like, the doors were just like 2 feet apart from each other, so we were like, we'll go to the other room. That's too bad, but
Yeah.
we had a real good time in that hotel room. We all got way too drunk, and Rao ended up picking up an ottoman off the ground, and jumping on the dresser and jumping on top of George on top of the bed while yelling, "What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age!" That was a wild trip.
Yeah, just see him being all drunk, holding ottoman up there, just landing on him. Was it the feet side that fell
Yes.
on him?
Yes. I was holding the cushion to himself, jumped feet down from on top of a dresser onto George, who was laying on the bed.
man.
It was
That is
a very dangerous.
That's a
moment,
lot
but
of
it was
man
pretty
being hitting
hilarious.
you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of beef.
George got smooshed.
Yeah, sure did.
Well, was it you in that
pushed.
office that one day when we were watching like the combine or something, and me and Bennett came in and we saw the team was like getting little sirloins up on the field and everything when he just had those 2 big ass linemen just run up on the
Oh,
field.
yeah. Those are some beefy boys.
I was like, oh,
It
that's
was
a
like
beef chuck right
I don't even
there.
remember
yeah.
the team or anything, but just the offensive line was getting swapped out, and some real big boys were coming onto the field. Let's see. Trey, how many long hauls you been on?
One.
Just one?
It was uneventful.
Oh,
Dinosaur.
nice.
Dinosaur.
Well, yeah. Wait, you were on that with me.
on that one?
The one where the chick, we missed a bunch of shit.
Oh yeah, we missed that whole storage unit.
That's because her daughter didn't tell
I was gonna
us.
tell you guys.
Yeah. And we get there and we're unloading, and then
Where's
Rao-
all that stuff?
yeah, Rao realizes we forgot a whole storage unit. So they're side by side.
Oh.
And she opened up one, didn't open up the other, and we thought, oh, that's
Well,
it.
it had 2
Well,
doors. So
yeah.
I think in her
Yeah,
eyes, like, oh, this is 2. I opened 2 doors, even though it's 1 unit.
The other thing too with that is one of the storage units, like the second one you guys loaded up from, we barely grabbed anything. So when Ralph called and like said y'all were loaded up, I figured it was like he said, yeah, the whole storage unit's on here or whatever.
Yeah.
It's like, you get the second one? He's like, yeah, we grabbed a few things out of there. So I was like, oh, cool. They got it.
Yeah, because it was like front and back.
Yeah,
And
I didn't even think about it.
yeah. And we get there and she's all worked up about it. And Rao got upset. All right, Rao, it's not your fault. Calm
It's
down.
okay.
He got really drunk that night too.
Yeah, we get drunk pretty often on those long hauls.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's all
It
there
was
is
a
to
weird,
do.
it was a weird long haul because we had Sprout, I think. James
Yeah, it was
drove
a big
Sprout.
truck and Sprout. Yeah.
And
Oh, okay.
we filled up like a quarter of the big truck and then like half a Sprout and that was it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is sweet, cool.
Yeah, this will be a cake.
Yeah, it turns out no, it's not sweet.
I just forgot half the stuff. It's
Yeah.
all good.
But they were coming up the next weekend and had a trailer or something, so they grabbed
Yeah,
it.
they were really
So
cool
yeah, they were
about
cool about it.
Guess I've been on a lot of long hauls.
Yeah.
Between you two.
Some are bad
Say, you
and
probably
some
got,
are
like-
good.
You guys like talking about long hauls. It's making me think of like individual stories, and I can't
exactly.
like pinpoint any one of them because I've just been on so many. I guess a pretty recent one. You were talking about hitting birds, and you saw that. Where me and Jable went to, I think it was Pagosa Springs or something. On the way back, definitely killed at least 3 birds. At the first gas station we stopped, we had a yellow one in the grill. And then the next gas station, it was gone, and we had a gray one in the grill. And then when we got back to the shop at the very, very end, we had another gray one in a different spot on the grill. I don't know whatever happened to that one, but it was parked out there for a little while. It was real fucked up. We killed a lot of animals.
Happens.
Yeah.
PETA was pissed.
I did see a bobcat by Wolf Creek one time. That was pretty interesting. Yeah, it didn't kill it or anything, but I was like, was that
Look
a
at that
fucking
thing. I
bobcat?
gotta
Yeah,
run
look
that.
at that. That's pretty cool.
What's the longest long haul you've been on?
I've been to San Francisco and Wilmington, North Carolina. I've been coast to coast. I've been to
Wilmington,
Louisiana.
Where did we go in Louisiana?
Me and
Baton
Jake
Rouge.
went to Baton Rouge.
And it was
yeah.
like raining the whole time.
It was an okay trip, but yeah, as soon as we like got down there, it was just raining, and just raining, just raining.
My longest would either be Bonner's Ferry, Northern Idaho, right on the border of Canada,
Okay.
or Daytona.
Oh.
Oh yeah, so you were Brad.
That's
That was a
probably
long
farther.
one.
That's
That-
probably farther than Wilmington.
Yeah, that was
That
a
one,
long
though-
fucking
That
trip.
had some trouble.
Some shenanigans, yeah. I mean, the truck, the brakes blew up and the fucking.
Oh yeah, that one.
Wasn't the transmission all fucked?
I mean, that Penske's are always fucked. You got 50,000 miles on a Penske, and it's the biggest piece of junk you could ever imagine.
I mean, it's the current year model too.
Yeah,
with
it's
50,000
brand new. I
miles.
think they do something crazy with those transmissions to make them shift like that, because you're in fourth by the time you're at like 20 miles an hour,
Oh yeah.
and that can't be good.
I wonder if the new ones they they have a shitload of gears like modern
Maybe.
fuel efficient cars
Yeah.
have like 9 gears in them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like a semi with like the half gears or
With like the
whatever.
Yeah.
They're like the same trucks we have, and ours are fine.
Yeah.
I
Well.
don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, the brakes blew up, and then basically we were about to lose the drive shaft right outside of Nashville. Got to wait for a Penske truck to show up, a replacement, and got some help from a dude out of our.
Chris Coffee.
Yeah,
out of the
Murfreesboro.
Murfreesboro shop. Yeah.
Yeah, he came out about 10:30, swapped a whole fucking truck in this parking lot.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, so that set us back a day, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But we still made it way down yonder to the Chattahoochee,
Yeah.
stacking cans in a pyramid in the pale moonlight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was hotter
No burgers or grape snow cones.
than a Oochie Coochie.
But yeah, great trip.
Yeah. That trip out to Wilmington, I went with Ralph and his family's out there in Tennessee.
Okay, you
And we-
stopped through there.
We got to stay the night with his mom, and she cooked us a great fucking meal. It was great. It was awesome.
That one worked out. We've had a couple with Rao in Tennessee that like worked out. There was that time. Then I don't remember who. Was
No, we went to Texas.
Was it Texas?
Yeah,
when
we-
you,
Oh, with
met
his
at
friend.
buddy's ranch?
Yeah, he had his
Okay.
buddy down there. I stayed one time, and I think he did that again with Garrett another
Yeah.
time. Yeah,
Mhm.
we stayed with his buddy down, which was great. We were just out back drinking, shooting.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
Yeah, for any Arizona ones, I can go do that because I have like a buck ton of family out there.
I don't want to do that. Was,
Yeah.
It is way too hot out
that was
there.
my last
It's real
long
hot.
haul before the pandemic. It was basically Tucson, and
Old Tucson.
we thought we were getting lucky. We were just like 2 other long hauls going up north in the winter, and we're like, we're going down south. It's gonna be all fucking warm. Complete blizzard across all of New Mexico. The crazy road rage incident also outside of Albuquerque. Some dude in a blizzard is driving down the highway, pitch black, no lights on.
Nice.
Brand new Toyota Corolla or whatever sedan. But, flash my lights at him and pass him. This turns into, I'm not even kidding, 45 minutes of this guy just terrorizing everyone, mostly us on the highway and everyone else just because.
Jesus.
Yeah, was riding on our side, honking his horn. And then, eventually we got past because, he'd let us pass and then he'd come in and get in
cut
front
you
of
off.
us, slam on his brakes. And it's like, dude, how does he not realize? When he passed me once, I held up my phone with the flashlight on and put my hand in front of it, dude, turn your fucking lights on, no one can see you. And then he finally lets us by, and we can see other people flashing him, and he finally turns on his lights and probably got wise to what he was doing.
Oh
But-
man, I'm a real big piece of shit.
yeah, well, I'm the biggest piece. And how, my truck's 20 years old, I can't drive around with the lights off. This was a brand
How
new
do you see
Toyota.
that?
Oh, I can.
How do you even, you
I'll
can?
have switches and everything.
Okay,
I can have I can have
the-
my fog beams, my high beams, my day running lights, my normal lights, or off.
The
I
default
got like
on
4
most
different
of those
ones.
cars, though, they automatically.
Yeah,
That's,
it should
that's
be.
my car. My car has its lights on all the time when I turn it on, and when I turn it off, the lights go on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have not changed
That's how
that
mine
the
is.
entire time I've had that car.
'Cause I just put in that feature when
Yeah.
I got it because it was on off when I first got it, so I just put in that feature and just never changed it unless I'm driving at night. I switch it to high beams and just
Oh yeah, if you're
yeah. Because I have to
definitely-
switch it to my high beam setting to turn on my high beams. Otherwise, my high beams won't turn on.
I will say I feel like I go through way too many headlight bulbs because of that.
Yeah.
That is the thing I have to change more so than anything else in my car.
yeah.
I've never changed my headlights.
Really?
I,
Yeah, I think I
Such
only have
shit.
Crazy.
twice in the 2 cars
Yeah, I was
that
Yeah,
I've had.
even in my
I've
truck.
only done it once or
Yeah,
twice.
done my
probably.
tail.
Yeah, I've never done. I think
Which
I've done
is
it
weird.
once with
I've done my
all
tail.
cars.
They're
Like
probably
2 or
the
3
same
times.
bulb, but
Yeah.
for whatever reason. Anyway.
those are just shitty Apple bulbs. But
Yeah.
whatever.
People do like to act a fool around trucks.
Yeah,
Sure do.
that's just
Fucking heck.
That was-
generally
That was one of the most
happening no matter where you go.
the maddest I think I've ever seen you is when we were coming back from, I think it was Texas or something, and we're just crossing the Colorado border going north, and our trucks are governed at 70 miles an hour, and there was a dude hauling a boat going 69,
Oh yeah.
and eventually you pass this guy, and he decides to fucking speed up and
Yeah.
pass us again, and then slow down to the 69.
Oh, I hate that.
And then eventually you pass him again. We do this 4 or 5 times. You were so fucking bad at that guy.
Actually, was happening on the Kansas one 2 weeks ago.
Oh yeah,
too.
it totally did happen on that one too.
'Cause
Yeah.
we're in Sprout, which
Yeah.
can go a little over 70, but not
But
up
the
a hill.
hills, yeah, were
And
a
then the
little rough.
semis all can do their 70 up the hill. So, God, I was dumb.
Yeah, he
It's
were
really frustrating. Because you don't want to just go 65 and just chill.
Yeah,
Like,
trying to go home, man.
yeah.
It's all
When I
uphill from
relax,
Kansas.
Yeah. Annoying.
Remember when that dude backed up into us? Was it me?
Which time?
They're up on Mulberry.
Oh,
we,
yeah, yeah.
cut us off, and
Mhm.
we
I was actually behind you guys. It was you and Mac in front of me. And because he cut you guys off right at the red light, and I almost rear-ended y'all. And obviously he thought you got too close to him, so
Yeah.
he then backed
yeah, he
into the
fucking just
front of
threw
you.
his car into reverse
And then called the office and
Yeah.
said you rear-ended him.
I saw it
When was
happening
that? I
too.
don't
Well,
remember that.
this was
Mac
like
around,
2 years ago
so-
or something.
Yeah.
Because yeah, he had the same car I had and everything. I was like, Mac was like, Sean, is that the same car you have? He's like, yeah. I was like, yeah. He's like, is that automatic? I'm like, no, it's not. I also tell his reverse lights are on because I know those lights, and I know he has a camera on it too. 'Cause my car has a camera. And he just kept backing up and just hit the truck. We're like, did he just fucking hit the truck right now? You fucking serious? And when the light turned green, he just floored it and got the fuck out of there. We were like, this stupid motherfucker. He drives that fucking orange RAV4. He took a right, kind of towards where you go, Trey, to back to your place and everything. Just fucking stupid.
I think me, you, and Nagel might have been there when we were just in a parking lot at an apartment complex, and some lady was backing out of her spot and just ran right into the fucking truck while we're all in the box. And then we all go looking outside the box, like, what the fuck? And she's out there, like, looking around, and she just hops in the car and fucking leaves.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh.
That shit's happened multiple times.
In Denver, we hadn't even gotten out of the truck at this apartment.
No, it was me,
then-
you, and other Sean.
and
it was Sean's
yes.
fear. Yeah.
And the longest hallway of despair ever. I had a picture of that. It was really funny. 'Cause it was like 150 yards straight. And ours was at the very end. But yeah, it was like, I don't know, a super fucking vape niche kind of bro-y
Real
Subaru
monitor.
WRX.
Yeah.
But yeah, we get out and he fucking backed into the metal bar that comes and his whole like plasticky bumper is just like half hanging off and gets out of there. We're like,
All right.
not like he's gonna hurt our truck.
Yeah, looked at the truck. It's fine. Whatever.
Oh, fuck. One time I was up in the master like taking a bed apart and hear this crash outside. Look out the window. There's this woman in a Jeep Cherokee who has just destroyed her car just backed straight into the side of our big ass truck. And she gets out, sees like, there's both taillights just all over the ground, shattered, her car. And this obviously happened to her lot because it was like a new Cherokee. It was just destroyed on every corner. And they're like, wow, that lady just hit our car and she's leaving. And they happen to be Middle Eastern. Actually, she looked Indian, but that's whatever.
here it is
The
there.
customer's like, yeah, goddamn, they're a bunch of terrorists over there. We're just like, God damn, man, really?
Oh, man.
Yeah. I think that was on that Vernal job where that
Right
dude
on,
ran into
man.
us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one wasn't very bad.
No, that was stupid, man. I wish I could. Did you get like video footage of what happened on that?
Which one?
With that guy in that truck who like barely clipped me, like just a smidge.
Oh, no, we never heard shit about
Okay.
any of that.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I still hardly know how that happened.
Yeah.
Like I don't understand.
Dude,
Like
there's been some weird ones like that with just never hearing about it. Where Jake we did a job in Minturn up in the mountains, and Jake just fucking hit a guy's goddamn car in the street. Like, I don't even.
Oh,
I
yeah,
still
yeah.
don't know how it fucking happened.
he
but-
left a card too. Didn't
Yeah,
he?
he busted out the
And they never
windows
called?
and shit. They knocked on everybody's door in the neighborhood trying to find the guy, and nobody knew whose car it was. And we left a card and a note on the windshield and never heard shit.
Well, I mean, so be it.
Or-
Yeah, we did everything we could.
Yeah.
I mean, like that one maybe was the closest one to maybe my fault. Like
Yeah.
maybe, but I've been hit in these trucks maybe like 4 or 5 times, and every single time the truck has been stationary.
Yeah.
Like, it's like-
They're hard to miss.
Yeah, I just don't get it. It's a fucking giant ass green and white truck. Like, how the fuck do you not see that thing? Like,
Or you had the one with the ice in Sprout where you slid in that dude's
Yeah.
car.
Oh
broke
my
his driver's side
god,
window.
dude, that was hilarious. That's
That-
a pretty funny story.
That shit was crazy though, because he fucking I think, what was it? You gave him our info.
Yeah, it took, but he just bailed.
Yeah, he just took off, and then we didn't hear anything from that dude for like 6 months.
Yeah,
So
that's
he drove
just
around
bizarre.
all fucking winter, I guess, with no driver's side window in the mountains.
Dude.
And then finally he emails, or not even him, but his fucking insurance company or somebody emailed us, and they're like, yeah, we've been trying to fucking track this dude down forever, and nobody
couldn't do
would
it
contact
either.
us.
I feel like he didn't have a driver's license or something.
It might have been that. I don't know.
Just
He
wasn't
fixed his
even his
window
car.
eventually,
What was hilarious about that is we pull up to the house, and we're in rural Leadville, like the high country, after a huge snowstorm, and it's a tight, windy mountain road with ditches on both sides into the forest. And we don't typically just back into someone's driveway when we show up. Park on the road, go talk to them.
Look around.
But in this case, it was like I see this CRV. It's like, well, we better just back in now, or else someone's gonna come by and fucking smoke our truck. Like that's probably gonna happen to this CRV right here. So what do? Backing up, slide out. Completely smoke the CRV. Shattered windows, all fucked up. We go in. We're like, hey, just wondering where you guys want us to be, where you want this stuff. Place didn't even have a certificate of occupancy. Customer wasn't there, just construction dudes. They're like, pissed that we're there. And by the way, I don't know whose green CRV is, but
I smoked the shit
and,
out of it.
he thought I was joking. I'm like, no, I'm completely serious. We slid right out into it. And if that car wasn't there, we probably would have ended up on our side in the ditch.
Yeah.
So, God, that was funny. But yeah, he blamed me for ruining Christmas and all sorts of
Yeah,
shit.
you have to like.
And my
do something with his
my
daughter or
truck
something.
had just gotten hit in my driveway by my roommate.
Oh.
So I was like, dude, this just happened to me. Insurance will just hook it up. I got a rental for like a week. Like everything, dude, you're good. They're gonna hook you up with a new thing, and then he just never did that.
Yeah, it was weird.
Did he have insurance? Did you?
Probably not.
Yeah, it's probably.
Because that's why I think he was
probably why you
definitely
ruined Christmas.
acting weird and shifty about the whole situation, and then just bailed before.
Yeah.
So that was weird.
Well, I gotta get out of here, dudes.
All right, dude.
See, Octagon.
We'll get you. Yeah, we'll get you on these more.
Add on.
I guess I don't know. We could bring it back to long hauls. I'm just thinking about all these ones that I've done now. I've done too many. I want to complain about Oregon, but that's just you guys have all heard those stories too much. I'll tell it at some point.
Well, our millions of followers would love
Is that the one at the way station?
Yeah. Well,
I'm sure House would like to hear it.
I'm sure House would like to hear. But just thinking about one of them with Sneeden, we were coming back over the mountains. I think we went to like Delta, Colorado or something like that. And they were doing construction on I-70 and they closed it down. And like we were parked on I-70 in the middle of the mountains. No cell service, no anything. And people are just like out of their cars, just like sunbathing, throwing footballs and shit. We're just hanging out in the middle of a fucking interstate for, it was a good while, maybe an hour or something like that. But that was just a stupid experience I was thinking of.
Why was it shut down?
Construction.
Oh,
They were
yeah,
doing
it's doing,
some
or
shit,
an
yeah.
accident or whatever.
That one was
I got-
specifically
yeah.
construction.
That just makes me think
Landslide.
of so many I-70 stories. First time I ever drove a truck was on I-70. That's when we kept it real loose. Dude was like, "Man, I'm tired. You like good to drive this thing, right?" I'm like, "Sure." Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
It was mostly a fucking bumper to bumper shit show the whole time. So
That sounds like I-70.
yeah, no big deal.
Any kind of interstate around Denver. Yeah.
Yeah. I was real stoked though, like hanging out the window all higher, than everyone else, hooting and hollering.
Oh, is that when
I
you
was
worked at the
pleased.
other place?
No,
Oh,
it was me and Matt Woods. And we were actually it was a Penske. But I don't even remember where we went, but that was the first time I drove. I wasn't supposed to.
Yeah, there
but I
was
did.
it was me, Tanner, and Juan went to New Mexico one time, and we're coming back, and Juan, that guy. But we're coming back, going through Raton, which is right on the border, and we pull over, and we might not make it based on time. Like it's pretty close. We're trying to keep all the records straight about how long we drive every day. And Tanner's like right on the verge of driving, like school and whatever. I guess he already did the drug test and all that stuff. So it's like, all right, Tanner's going to drive your truck back. So I'm with Tanner, and he's driving that truck back. And I'm like, "You feeling good, man?" He's like, "Yeah." It's like, "All right, I'm going to take a nap." So Tanner's driving the truck for the first time, and I'm just sleeping in the passenger seat. And I wake up in Denver in like bumper to bumper traffic. Like, "How you doing, bro?" He's like, "I feel pretty good." Like, all right. Yeah, cool, man. That's good. I'm gonna take a quick nap again.
You'd at least known Tanner for, ever.
Yeah, I've known Tanner as long as I've known Brett.
Yeah.
Like years and years.
I think Woods had known me for all of 3 days. Yeah, you got this downhill I-70 in this fucking shitbox Penske.
I still remember everyone going to spearfish too. I remember getting through like all those like crop fields and everything, and that fucking crop duster started just going underneath the power cords, like right above
Yeah,
my
that
fucking
was
truck and
insane.
everything.
I was on that road 2 days ago going out to move that vault door. And I was thinking about that. I was trying to pinpoint exactly where it was. I was like, it couldn't have been there. Yep, that was a gnarly
Dude,
pass.
it was
like,
fucking low. He was low as fuck. Like,
and fuck that around power lines. That's how my grandpa killed himself.
Flying planes by power lines?
Yeah, clipped the power line with his landing gear.
Damn.
Yeah, that guy was literally just
crazy.
going right under it, like right
And that
above our
guy
truck
just
with all
sent
that. Like,
Like, holy shit.
yeah, just all the way there too. Like it was like during the dead of summer, like probably 90 degrees all the way there. We had the one truck that didn't have AC.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And all we had was Sergeant Peppers and
Ah!
Leopards, Pyromania.
Yeah.
The worst 2 albums ever.
No aux, nothing. That's all we were listening to. And like we
Brutal,
ever,
dude.
Where
We
were-
went through Pyromania like 3 times
Yeah.
before it was like, fuck, dude, I can't handle it anymore.
we also went through that Sergeant Pepper's entire album, sitting in one
Yep.
spot, waiting
Mhm.
to fucking move.
It's
Like
my least favorite Beatles album, too.
the entire fucking way. And just fucking Mac and like Derek are in their truck with an aux cord and fucking AC and everything. We stopped to get like go take a piss. We get out, our backs are just completely drenched in sweat. Like
You guys
they
want to
just
switch?
It was so bad.
Oh, man. The first long haul I ever went on was, where the hell was it? It was somewhere in Wyoming. I can't remember the city. But it was with Brad and Jake, and it was a 2-trucker. So I'm rolling with Brad in, I don't remember what truck it was, but Jake's rolling by himself in Goose, which AC was fucked up at the time. And we just passed Jake, and he'd have all the windows down, basically leaning out the side, smoking a cigarette, just blasted metal music. It was so
Yeah.
perfect.
It's basically what we were doing. Like we had the windows down the whole time. We're like, you know, why the fuck not just smoke cigarettes this entire fucking time?
That shit was so funny.
And I was smoking spirits, and you were on
Yeah.
27, so you'd be like, what the fuck, you still smoking?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I'd light up another one.
Just the whole fucking way.
That was before I was driving even. That was just Brad and Jake driving on that. So that was
I can't even remember
6 years ago, something
what
like
my
that.
first long haul would have been. I don't know.
I miss
Yeah.
Hope, Idaho with Rao.
There you go.
That was pretty
Nice.
fun. So
Get
it's
some good eats.
Multiple days. Yeah, that was the first time I'd see Rao get that drunk, and it it happened in like 15 minutes. Like he had Jesse's girlfriend came over, Alex, because we were in Coeur d'Alene. I don't. They probably weren't dating yet at that time. But yeah, Rao just had like a whole case of cold smokes. Just remember trying to have a conversation.
Man, that's a great beer.
Anytime he'd ask him something, we'd just be like, "I'll fight you. I'll fight you." All right.
Robert does get pretty
Send
fighty
one.
when he gets drunk. Yeah.
Send one.
Yeah. Oh, I should have asked him to come on this. Yeah, he had the day off from,
Yeah.
from the long haul he just went on. Damn it.
Just got back.
I sent him a Snapchat and everything. He just never responded when I said we were getting ready to like do all this shit, like at the meets and all that.
Where'd those guys go? Utah?
Yeah.
Central.
Central Utah.
Yeah.
The city
When-
was called Central.
Well, Wendy
Just more.
had a picture of this town, and I'm pretty sure it's Silvertown from Joe Dirt.
Nice.
Like, it's the
It's the best place on earth.
I'm
or
pretty
whatever,
sure they
so.
must have filmed it there because it looks identical.
Where was Silvertown supposed to be?
I don't know.
With Joe
I
Dirt?
don't-
I haven't
I
seen
don't know
Joe
if
Dirt
they
in a
say.
while.
It was like it had to be in a desert. Cause remember that scene of him like dragging that fucking shit sphere
Nevada or
around?
something.
New Mexico?
Wasn't it? Didn't they live like
Something
by
like
the fireworks
Vegas or
scene.
something?
Yeah,
Or like
yeah.
the Grand Canyon maybe or
That's-
something.
And I'm sure
That's
there's
where he
a
got
few
abandoned.
towns
I don't
that
really
look like
remember.
that out there.
But I thought they like lived pretty close to there too. I don't know.
My Joe Dirt lore is lacking.
Yeah,
It's
it's
been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, another dumb thing, kind of bringing it back to food and long hauls too, was there was one that just totally blew my mind. That it was me, Derek, and I think Eckfield stopped at this. Well, I guess we had technically reached our overnight spot, but there was a gas station across the way that had like a bunch of restaurants and shit in it, and like we went over there. And they were both like, yeah, we'll go to Subway. And I was like, I don't know. I'm just not feeling that right now, so I'm going to go to Popeyes. And I got over there. There was one person in front of them in line. I was the only person at Popeyes. They had nothing prepared, and I had to wait for them to fry fish and shrimp for me, and I still got my food before they got their Subway, which made absolutely no sense to me. I don't know how that's
I was
possible.
expecting every time I've gone to Popeyes on a long haul, it's been a massive mistake.
Yeah.
And there's always been some weird, like, dispute between some customer and the employees.
And I was still not happy about it, but just the
Bizarre.
fact that you can't put a sandwich together in the amount of time that it takes you to fry food just did not make any sense.
Didn't we go to Popeyes in Kansas?
We did.
Yeah,
that
we
wasn't
did.
too bad.
No.
I finally had the legendary sandwich.
Yeah, it was an okay sandwich.
okay.
Yeah, it was a chicken sandwich.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It claimed to be spicy. I don't buy it.
Nothing
No.
that claims to be spicy in
Yeah.
fast food is actually spicy.
No.
It's
Yeah.
impossible.
Got to go off the grid for that.
Yeah.
The local shops.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess I've never stopped in Hatch, but I've driven through it a couple times at this point. I really
Same,
want to
that,
stop.
That one with the hotel room full of furniture, we drove through there, but yeah, I didn't
Yeah.
actually get to stop.
Yeah.
So
I've
it's
been
like-
through. It wasn't ever like seasoned though.
Yeah.
You can get some great green chili in Albuquerque and Santa Fe.
Oh, man, I would love to get some Hatch green chili from Hatch.
Yes,
Yeah.
right?
That would be
Come
amazing.
back with a big old bushel of it.
Bushel.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's usually for
Yeah, like
apples.
the big old hanging things.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're talking roggery chilies? No.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, you can get them
Yeah.
dried too, but
Yeah.
then that's of course red chili. But
It's fun driving through that town though, because they have all
Yeah.
the like statues.
Oh,
of,
they have, like, a whole
cows and
entrance
stuff.
and
Yeah,
stuff,
with
yeah.
just chilies everywhere and stuff.
Well,
I-
yeah, that was like same thing when we drove down there too. We fucking rolled the windows down. It just smells spicy down there. It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's everywhere. It just smells amazing.
Oh, I meant to tell Adam. I guess we might have a long haul going to Fargo. I'd totally be
don't
down to
you
do
know?
that.
For crying out
Oh
loud.
yeah. Don't you know? Oh yeah. Eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I would love to drive up there.
Don't go to Cutie's Burrito in Fargo.
I don't think.
It's the
I don't
most
think I've been to
Midwestern
Fargo a few
burrito
times.
Garbage ever,
flavor.
dude. Yeah, like it's
It's,
disappointing.
I mean,
Too far north.
Fargo's almost as far as
It's
away
American
in a
back-
city.
Just American burritos, I would call it.
You're so far away from any Hispanic country in Fargo. I'm trying to think of a location that's farther away.
Dude, they're putting chicken fried steak and like ranch in a burrito and calling it.
I mean, it doesn't sound bad.
I mean, yeah, but still, you know, we're kind of
The
from
idea
the
is there. The
Southwest-ish,
execution is
like our
lacking.
Mexican. That's a fucking trip, dude. That's way up there.
Yeah, I
Why do
was.
you want to go to Fargo? Fargo's
Now,
sad.
no, now is the perfect time of year to do it.
This is true.
Yeah, it's
This
not
time of year
the
is perfect for the Dakotas.
it's not the hot summer, and it's not the fucking 10
8
feet of
snow.
snow like winter.
Yeah.
There's like a month way up north where it just sucks balls because it's too fucking hot and there's too much humid. It's terrible. But now's a great time to go up there. It'd be a good trip, especially if we got a day up there just to hang out and get all wasted. They got that college up there.
Yeah. Some,
Moorhead.
some good metal bands
Moor-
up there. in
Moorhead right
Fargo,
across the river.
actually. Gorgatron.
There's a few right
It's the standout. Fargo, North Dakota.
Yeah.
Their shirt said, "We're from Nodak. Fuck you" on the back.
You should get one of those to work. I'm from Sodak.
I'd wear it. Just to get that tattooed.
That'll be my best actor tattoo cover up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sodak.
Fuck you.
I like that. I like it. It's better than the Nodo Foco Doko.
Yeah.
I was outraged. I couldn't even eat that donut. I hated it so much.
The North
What
Downtown
was it?
Fort Collins
Nodo
Donut
Foco
Company.
Doko?
Wait.
No. Foco Doko.
Foco Doko is the official title.
Okay.
But Nodo Foco Doko is way funnier to say.
Yes. Oh, there's a boat shop in Pueblo West that has a hilarious name like that. I'm gonna have to look that
You
up.
gonna look it up?
Yeah.
Pueblo West, the rich white person version of Pueblo.
Yeah. And by
Gotta be
Pueblo
clear.
rich, we're talking like houses for like 175,000.
They still got like 6 bedrooms in there. Man. Like,
Yeah, that's true. It's kind of baller, but you're way too close to Pueblo.
yeah. Pueblo's like I guess going back to long hauls, the worst
The worst.
part of I-25.
The worst part of Colorado, if not this whole region.
Besides between Mulberry and Prosper.
Well,
Yeah.
that's the problem. Is it's terrible up here, but it's because construction's happening.
Yes.
Once you go to Pueblo, there's no construction, and the
It's
stretch is
just
still
still
just
shit.
bullshit. There's so many curves, and you like have to slow down
yes.
constantly.
The Pueblo boat store is Romo Boco,
Roma,
which is of course short for Rocky Mountain Boat Company.
pretty good.
Damn it.
Sodo,
Soto,
Pueblo.
Sopa.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Weed something.
Soto, Pueblo, Modo, Boco.
Just all sounds like California shit.
Yeah.
That's what they do, man. It's California folk movie.
They're invading Pueblo West.
Ligo, Mofoco. Yeah.
I guess we'll go with the usual segment of what dumb shit we did this week. Speaking of people moving from California, we were off at it's just off a Prospect in LeMay. There's like a neighborhood that is only connected to Prospect there, and like you can't go south in that neighborhood at all to get to any other roads.
Oh yeah.
And I went there for the first time, and it's all these like gentrified, tall, skinny, not townhouses that are just really lame.
Yep.
And the people we were moving came from San Francisco. Of course they did. And I forgot who it was. Maybe Tyler was with me, but I think it might have been Rao talking about it. It was like, yeah, those are the houses those San Francisco people like. And it's like, yeah, these just terrible houses where they don't have space to build houses. There's all these houses everywhere out in the fields where you have tons of space, and you move into this garbage, like tiny, skinny, tall house.
Those houses are just perfectly socially distanced, roughly 6 feet apart from each other.
Yeah. You have a yard.
Yeah.
It's just a
Yeah,
6
we
foot
can,
rock.
we can
out.
watch each other shower and wave and stuff.
Yeah. That's just stupid. But this week has been pretty rough. I feel like we've been working
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
been a
this
lot of
week.
dumb
Brutal.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh, I'm getting beeped at.
Yeah. I guess this week on shit we shouldn't have fucking done.
Vault
That
door.
goddamn vault door on the border of Nebraska.
Oh, hold on. This is being announced on the podcast. Tanner just texted me, said, "Sick podcast, bro. I'm about it." So we're throwing that in there.
We're live? Well, we're not live. But
We're not live, but that's being included. All right, I'm sorry to
Someday.
interrupt you. Yeah, go ahead with the.
Oh, I forgot what I was talking about.
Vault door.
Oh, the vault
door.
door. Of course. Yeah, I'm trying to erase it from my memory. But what
Almost
it took.
2-hour drive.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why you went?
Yeah.
To replace
Yeah.
his vault door?
Yeah, no,
No, just move
he
it
had ordered
downstairs.
one and was like renovating his basement to accept it. And this is on the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, unless he was building a storm shelter, which maybe he was, but I don't
Still,
think so.
Yeah.
There's
He
companies
has
that
no security risk out there. He probably didn't even need a safe.
for
And
all
he was
those
also a
liberals.
he was a dog breeder, so there's like
Yeah.
there's some boys out there. Like you're gonna know if someone's coming.
Yeah.
He lives 2 miles down a road where, you know,
You'll
The
see
point
them
that
coming.
we drove past it,
Oh,
we
my
couldn't
God.
even find it ourselves, and
Yeah.
we knew where we were
Yeah.
going. It's like
Yeah.
ridiculous then.
But if you order a door, there's companies that'll
right, you'd
send
think,
that, right?
but they probably
Yeah.
were like, nah.
Yeah.
And it had sat there on his skid steer for apparently several weeks
Someone probably
before
wouldn't
he
fucking
finally
do it.
found our dumbasses.
Yeah.
Oh, so we didn't move him out there.
No.
No,
Right,
we
okay.
literally, that was the only thing we did.
And it was brutal. It was
real bad.
legitimately an 850-pound door.
Just a door.
And we had to remove it from its door jamb, which was, that probably took an hour. It took new guy about 2 minutes to slice open 3 of his fingers.
Yeah.
Classic
We
new
essentially
guy.
did the whole thing with 3 Gs.
Yeah.
We should have had 2.
Man,
And
that
yeah,
was
just
brutal.
sliding down the stairs all
Yeah.
fucking sketchy. And,
Go to a basement?
Yep.
Yeah.
Up some
Got to the
vinyl
bottom
stairs.
too. Yeah.
For
Vinyl stairs, and
Yes,
then he
they were
had
plastic.
loose tile at the bottom too. So as soon as we hit the
Oh,
bottom,
yeah,
me
yeah.
and Bailey just start sliding all over the fucking
Oh,
place.
man.
Have
How'd
no
you guys-
idea what's going
You guys use
on.
like a piano dolly or something?
Yeah,
Or
we
like
start Big Blue, the
Yeah.
safe dolly, which weighs 200 pounds.
Yeah.
We had about like
added
an
about
eighth
1,000
of an
pounds
inch on
total.
either
Yeah.
side
Taking it
of
down.
the staircase.
But we basically
like,
slid the
it was
fucker
terrible.
down. Me and
Yeah.
Tyler were at the top, and like how we were, I think we were like this.
kept getting
which-
like legs trapped under.
Yeah,
it.
'cause-
It
and
was
seriously, that thing,
sketchy.
like, it would touch your leg, like right there on the top. I don't know, what is that, the tibia?
Your shin area.
The front one, you know,
Yeah.
and it would touch there. Another half an inch down was a broken leg.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
oh yeah.
It was
Yeah.
sketch.
Yeah.
Tyler was a little shook. He's like, we're about to both break our backs. I was like, we should.
You bet your ass we are.
That dude used to work at a moving company, but he hasn't worked with us.
Yeah.
But then
Probably
there
like,
was
what the
me
fuck are
on
we
the
doing?
bottom with the other dude who was literally planning his escape the whole time instead of helping.
Yeah,
so I was
pretty much.
basically holding that thing myself almost the whole way
You're
down.
going through that wall.
Yeah. No, there was no wall.
Yeah, there was no
Yeah.
wall.
You're
You
just,
were-
you're just gonna die.
I was gonna
You
dive
could've-
on that thing.
Yeah,
And,
you could have jumped
like,
on
slide
it.
down.
and-
Yeah, that was my plan. If
Probably
anything
that's
goes
awesome.
wrong, I'm just diving on top and riding that thing and hoping I don't get too screwed up. But,
Don't lose an ankle.
because I'm not going to outrun an 850-pound thing with gravity on its side.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
no way. I
That'll-
don't have time to turn
yeah.
around and then start sprinting to get to speed like that. That's not going to happen.
That guy was alright though. He's an old cowboy rodeo
Yeah, he was
guy.
an alright dude. It was just a real dumb thing to do.
He was getting a kick. When we got it up the vinyl stairs, we were all like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah, we were like, I hope these
I'm pretty
actually,
shook,
like,
man.
don't
And he's like, "That's
explode."
hilarious."
That's fucking funny. So
I don't
get
know.
it down
Yeah.
there.
Well, that's kind of like that comment that dude made yesterday with that safe too. That he was just like, yeah, it's weird that you guys are laughing and not cussing right now.
It's like, no, it was really funny because we all saw that safe and we were all like, oh, thank
Yeah,
God, this
it's
is all we're
not-
doing.
Yeah, it's like I said that. I was like, oh, hell yeah, we could just two-man this if we really wanted to. Like, if we really wanted to, we could have two-man that thing.
Old new guys got like wide eyes, like,
Yeah.
oh my
Yeah.
God, we're
Yeah.
going to have to do this. And we're all like,
Sweet.
Gig. We just started walking it out with just like,
yeah. I moved it with
Yeah.
one arm. That's good. That's
Yeah.
great news.
Yeah, the last week was like that. It's like standing at the top of the stairs, like, damn, that's a big landing. Piece of cake.
Yeah.
No problem.
Finally.
Easy
Yeah.
turn and do this.
Shit, I'm right on this dolly.
This is what I'm worried about. It's like, oh, shut up.
Yeah. Oh, the PVC drainage pipe because you wanted it in that dumb corner.
Naturally.
Yeah.
I broke a PVC pipe dolly in the safe over it before. There's just nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's a PVC pipe.
Yeah.
Probably worth like $1.
Yeah. It's not my fault you put your water heater 30 feet away from your drain in your
Yeah.
basement.
need another beer.
We're talking about shitty
Chug
things
my
this week. It's
water.
not really shitty, but
Get in there, throw it.
my story from yesterday is me and Derek roll up to our third job, and on the schedule it's a very heavy couch. And we get there, and it's kind of like a country house that has two gates, and we pull up to the wrong one. So she comes out and opens it for us, and we're walking in, and she's like, yeah, I was going to say, you guys don't look very, and like looks back and forth between us, then just says, strong. You guys don't look very strong.
She's calling your ass out.
Damn, yeah. fully anticipated you guys don't look very little, but I'm like, it's me and Derek, so it's not like we are
You guys are
little.
little.
Yes, guys.
But yeah, she's like, I don't know how you guys are going to do that. It's like, this couch weighs maybe 50 pounds. It doesn't.
Yeah.
Do you know? You look her straight in the eyes. Do you know what I've done?
Yeah.
Do you understand what I've done?
It was
No.
just like wood. They didn't even have cushions. It was just like the wood frame of a couch in a basement. That honestly, they wouldn't have had to pay $200 some if they just would have taken a skill saw and cut it into pieces. 'Cause they didn't want it. It was there when they got in the house or something.
Wow.
Or something
I've done
there.
that before.
We've
It's
done
like
it.
that lady with you recently that had the little stationary bike, and she was like, now be honest with me, how bad is that? And it's like, I carried that down like 3 flights of stairs by myself.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Yeah.
Smart workout equipment.
You're so
That's
strong, Kyle.
nothing.
Yeah.
For the 350-pound table me and you did, Sean,
Oh, dude, that was cake.
that we picked up and just carried out by ourselves.
Yeah, that
It's
was
like,
definitely
it
cake.
disconnects on the bottom. I think it's only a few screws, and then we just pick it up and carry it out the front door.
That was probably
It's
the
like-
easy, yeah. That was probably the
These guys
easiest
are
thing
awesome.
in that house. Because other than that, like my dumbest shit was probably everything we did yesterday and like this past week was everything we did yesterday. The safe wasn't bad, but like all those fucking dressers, man.
Oh,
Some of
man.
those were just fucking real for no fucking reason too.
It was an old town house, so all the turns are just garbage. Like
Yeah.
you can't get anything up or down the stairs. Oh, I told some of you guys this story already. We'll talk about the washer and dryer that we did, where they like pulled the trim off one of the doors because otherwise the washer and dryer wouldn't fit through. And they're like, oh, it should fit through the screen door in the basement that's coming in. Well, it would have fit if the little like knob for the what's it called, the pressure thing that
Yeah.
holds the door open wasn't there at the little clip. It's like, we can't take this off. Look how stripped this is from everybody trying to get washers and dryers down there. We'd never be able to put it back on. So the dryer, we lifted up over about halfway up over the door and held it through all the way. And we got the washer down there, and it was like, we can't lift the washer that high. I can't lift something that weighs 80 pounds, like
with my fucking like 2 fingers,
yeah, like in front of my
lift it
face.
up like right here, like take the whole thing.
Like,
Yeah, I just got had everything right there, just tied from that.
So we just leaned it all the way back and like limboed it under, so both of our backs are just.
Oh yeah, that was real good.
But we made it because
Yeah.
we're idiots.
We got to fucking then going to the second story with those fucking dressers was stupid as hell too.
Yeah, she never showed us the second floor.
Yeah.
And then she's like, "Oh yeah, those two go upstairs," and we look at it like,
How the
"Really? Really? Come on." That house, I know they advertise it as a 6-bedroom house.
Yeah.
It's probably like 1,500 square feet. It's just all the rooms are tiny.
Yeah.
Garbage old
And then
town.
those fucking freezers were dumb as shit too. I just felt so stupid having like a quarter of it, just like a third of that fucking freezer, just hanging off the fucking lift gate as it's like lifting up and Bailey's doing a thing and me and Ben are just holding that like like industrial sized commercial freezer to try to keep it from coming back at us.
Whatever company that was, man, they absolutely did not give us enough information and couldn't even communicate information
gave
to
us-
us while we were there.
Yeah.
He didn't give us he gave us all the information we didn't need and none of the information we needed.
Yeah.
Like, because I was on the phone with him for like a good 2.5 minutes trying to figure out where the fuck we needed to go. All he had needed to say was like, "Oh yeah, you like." I told him, "Yeah, we're outside the gates here." He's like, "Okay, cool." Went on like a 2-minute like tirade. It's just about stupid fucking shit. I just looked at Ben and I was like,
Just on the
I
phone.
don't know what to do.
And
Like-
all he had to say was, "I'm on the other side of the gate.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
get someone to open it for you." End of conversation.
Yep, right.
But you were talking to him for literal minutes.
I was like, so like bewildered. Then we get to the fucking unload too, like as we're backing you up. So which one of these doors are we going through? Where'd you like to set up? I don't know.
Dude, that shit was so funny because I saw all of that happen in the mirror. I watched him say, "I don't know" to you, and you just go, totally give up, like shoulders up,
I just
and walk
walked away.
away from him.
I just had to walk away from him.
And he like looked up and he's like starts laughing a little bit, and I'm like, "Dude, I hate you so much."
I
right
was
now."
so mad. And then like when he was like, "Yeah, I also want this industrial like commercial freezer on the other side." Then he opened it up and it was filled with all that shit. I was like, "What the fuck do you think?"
Yeah, he's got like
Yeah.
hundreds of gallons of saline in this fridge, and he's like, "I want it to go over there," and it's like, bro.
Or you
Come
can go
on.
with option B.
Why?
If you can't do that, you could just put the one you have on your truck where I want on the other side. I was just like, why isn't that just option A, you stupid fuck? Like,
Not gonna
Switch
lie.
it over.
yeah. Like, he's like, I want you to switch them and put this one in there instead of just putting that one in there, just leaving this one in there. Like,
If we put in an extreme amount of effort, we probably could have
oh,
done it.
I definitely
but
think if we
told
tried
him,
really hard, we
no.
could have done it. It was very hot. And then we also had to go, like, help Dare and all them, too,
Oh,
after that. Yeah,
That actually worked out pretty well.
yeah,
'cause
which was nice.
This was
Boot-
yesterday.
Yeah.
Boot, you got screwed. And
Yep.
Yeah.
we took that last job, rolled 5 deep on that shit, and busted it out by 5:30, so it wasn't too bad.
Not bad. And Adam was there, too. Like,
Of course
Yeah.
he was.
oh, man.
Anytime
This
shit gets
tool
hard,
chest
there.
is heavy. Like, how are we gonna get it up there? Then Ben and Derek just went over there and just bore on the truck.
This chest is
Like,
too heavy.
yeah.
It's a shame Adam's not around. I would have talked shit about it. But
That was
like,
funny.
Man, that thing's so heavy. And it's like, yeah, man.
Yep.
yeah,
what do
it
you
sure
think
is.
Yeah, we had to take one of these up to a second story with lab equipment
Yeah, that
through
was
like a fucking
terrible.
stupid ass staircase.
Oh,
like,
yeah, that. Oh, that.
like
whole
almost
thing.
like ripped my fucking fingers off because my fucking hand slid under the wheels and the wheels started moving, just started like fucking pulling, like so it started pulling my fingers. I was like, ah. It was so
They gave
bad.
me blueprints on how to put all those tables together, and then I did it the way that the blueprint said, and they were all confused and were like, "That's not how that's supposed to go." I was like, "Look at that shit! It looks just like that. What the fuck did you tell me to do that for?"
And then their broken table in there.
Yeah.
And we were gonna start to try to like wood glue it together because it was already broken, and then we broke it. And I was like, all right, before we do this, I was like, let me find the person. Let me show you why this shit's fucked up.
Yeah.
There were like 3 other ones were just like that too.
Yeah, just their garbage tables that were screwed together, all trash.
Then you had to go get a new
Eighth
truck.
of an inch of the screw
Yeah.
actually touched the wood. It's
Yeah.
not even
I got a
actually
guy
that
at
big of a-
Custy's, so like for some reason he was helping us put these tall legs on like a bistro table, and he was putting it on like the wrong fucking side, like not even into the cutout. And I don't know what he said, but I was like, yeah, speaking of doing stuff wrong, you're way off. He's like, oh my God, I'm an idiot.
Burn them up.
Fucking funny.
You remember that people's that couple's ottoman table they were fucking with for like an hour
Recently?
that one time? Yeah, it was like out east a little bit. It was like one side went out this way, the bottom went out that way. And it was really stupid, and they hated it, but they
had to have it.
we put it in backwards, and it wasn't right. So the wife, as we're leaving, you got the bill ready.
Mm-hmm.
As we're leaving, she goes, "This doesn't look right." And we sat there for like another 30, 40 minutes trying to like flip it inside out.
I just don't even remember.
I think two other guys were with us, and they ended up leaving because the job was done.
Mm-hmm.
We just got stuck in there as you were getting the bill done.
Yeah. Shuffling the fucking ottoman.
Yeah, it was like a coffee table or an ottoman.
Honestly.
It was out east before alt, and then you head north a little bit. But
Okay.
yeah, it was really dumb though.
Yeah.
We're at time, but if anybody has any other stories or anything they want to share, any exciting long hauls or dumb shit we've done this week, we filled this time up real well.
Yeah. I think we've covered a lot.
Yeah, we're gonna do another.
I'm sure, yeah, there'll be a part. That'll be a recurring.
Yeah,
thing in
yeah.
long
We're
haul.
bringing long hauls back for sure. We'll decide what to
Long
do
hauls
next
are
week.
definitely
What did we
good.
tease the last week that we didn't do this week? We're gonna do Miles
something.
stories.
Miles, yeah.
But we need more guys who've been around a whole lot.
Yeah.
time.
Like half
That'll
the
be like a
podcast is
half
gone.
Brad episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brad has a
We'll tell like half of everyone else's stories too.
he knows. He knows. Yeah. Well, we'll try to get Brad and Rao back next week. This is good stuff. I guess we'll call it there. One whole month, guys. That's episode 4.
Episodes.
All right. Good job, fellas.
Take it easy, Tanner.
Yeah.
We'll see you next week.